Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Christian, also known as Chrish the Fish, and today we are going to be complaining. Today I'm going to be telling you my biggest pet peeves, the things that irk me more than anything else. Yes, irk me. Like really, if you do any of these things, I instantly will think less of you, okay? So, yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so, one of my first biggest pet peeves that I find so irritating has to do with my work. I work at a pancake place, and I used to work at Subway, so really, at this point in my life, I've only worked in food service, and like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I love my job, and I think it's fun, but there are some things that are so irritating that your coworkers can do that honestly are just so stupid. And this is the biggest one. At a food place, there are going to be dishes. You use things to eat on, cook with, all of these things. Anything you use that food touches, you have to wash with dishes, right? And the best way to do dishes, fill up a sink with soapy water, have a sink to rinse dishes in, and then fill up a soap with sanitizer water to sanitize the dishes in. Like, it's really easy, common sense. But some coworkers, when dishes are dirty, they bring them downstairs to where our dish sink is, and they put completely dirty dishes, still covered in food, into the soapy water. Oh! Tell me if that makes sense. Please, someone tell me, because that makes zero sense to me. Because then the water is brown, and you can't even wash things in it, and then you just have to empty the sink. It is honestly... that's probably the biggest one on this entire list. It drives me insane. It's just so stupid. Who would think that that's a good idea? Okay, another thing on this list I'm sure plenty of you have done, and this one won't make me hate you if you do it, but it just drives me insane. Oh, when you are at a concert or a music event of any kind and there's like live music being performed in any capacity, like whether it's a show or a concert, if there's live music and the person up there is performing, if people in the audience start clapping to the beat when they aren't told to, I can't. I honestly cannot handle that. Like, of course, if the people on stage are like, yeah, clap, join in, have a good time, I'm fine with it. But if they aren't like encouraging the clapping and then people just start clapping, it bothers the crap out of me. Like, first of all, normally they end up getting off the beat sometime, and that can mess up the performance or whatever, because the people can get off or whatever. And then, I don't know, it just seems pointless. Like, you can sit there and enjoy it, and you don't have to express your feelings about it in the middle of the song by clapping along. I think that's ridiculous. Clap at the end, cheer, scream, hoot, holler, even hoot and holler in the middle, but trying to clap to the beat never ends well, and it bothers me to a great extent. Another thing that drives me absolutely insane are those things that I'm not even sure what they are on Instagram and Snapchat, where people are like, DM me for a TBH. I'm sorry if you do those, but like, I think they're really silly. Like I'm fine with the ones, I'm okay, even though I still think it's weird, with the ones where they're like, where you send it to them and they just send you a private message, as long as it's like private, but when they like post it on their Instagram story or Snapchat story, showing what they think of all of these people, I'm not as big of a fan of that. I'm sorry, I just think it's kind of unnecessary. Because then if you don't want to see those, you're sitting there scrolling through forever. Okay, and now, drivers who don't know how to drive. I'm just going to list off a few things that people can do while they're driving that are so stupid. Not using your blinker. Driving 5 miles under the posted speed limit when you're not an old lady. Waving people on at like stop signs or whatever when they clearly got there first, or it's not it's clearly their right of way, waving people on and giving them the right of way, that's ridiculous. Ugh. Pretty much, if you just are stupid when you're driving, like, that's annoying. Okay, another thing that bothers me, are people who try too hard to be liked. Like, I don't know. Like, this isn't necessarily a horrible thing, it just irritates me. Let me explain. So, there are people who, like, obviously everybody wants to be liked. Like, why wouldn't you want to be liked and be appreciated and felt like people enjoy your company? But there are those people who want that so badly that depending on the situation that they are in, they act completely differently. Like, you can see them with one person 1 minute and they seem one way, and then they're over in a different group and they're acting completely differently, just trying to please these people. Like, come on. I understand the, like, thought behind it, but really, at the end of the day, you should just be yourself, and the people who are important will like you. And, like, the people who aren't, who cares? Who cares if people don't like you? Everyone has people that don't like them. And that's fine. Find the ones that do, by being yourself all the time. Not changing your personality to try and appeal to other people's likings. I don't know. It's frustrating and saddening at the same time. The person in any situation who thinks that what they have to say is more important than what anyone else has to say. Ugh. Oh. Like, seriously. Like, the world may revolve around you in some situations. I don't know how you got that into your head, but can you just, like, not talk about yourself all the time? Or, like, not speak in such a way that only your ideas can be, like, correct? Oh! Those people drive me insane. Like, it's kind of like being close-minded, because you're being, like, so stubborn in your thinking that no one else can be correct, and what you have to say is gospel, and if everyone isn't listening, then what the heck? Those people bother me. Ugh. And last but not least is kind of on the other end of the spectrum from the last one, is people who care too much about what other people are doing. The people that get bothered by other people just, like, living their lives confuse the crap out of me. Why do you need to worry about what other people are doing? It really... It doesn't matter. Worry about what you are doing. Try to find your own happiness, your own peace. If other people are happy and doing what... What I'm trying to get at is that everyone is trying to find their own happiness in their own way, in their own peace, and people who just worry about trying to fix everyone else to be their definition of happy can go move to a different country, because who needs them? That's annoying. What gives you the right to tell me what's happy or what's right? Yeah, I can't deal with those people. Sorry. Alright, that is all I have for you for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below some of your pet peeves, or if you agree with any of mine, please let me know. I don't get bothered that much by things, like, these are really weird, random things that bother me, but they bother me nonetheless. And yeah, let me know what bothers you, and subscribe. You can click here, or you can click here to see my last video, where I help you do useless things. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Thanks for watching. Bye!